coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. The Bulls have some great chemistry this season. Nikola Vucevic is again playing with DeMar DeRozan after they were college teammates.
A new phase of their friendship. Great story, DA. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. McCollum is out there with Ingram, and it's Jones in at the 3. And for Chicago, Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. LaVine and DeRozan, the lethal wing pair. And it's Ball in at the point guard. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Deep 2 from Ball. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Here's Ball. And the pass to LaVine. Williamson against Williams. Basket good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
His assist numbers have grown. C.J. McCollum, pass on time.
After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, GA, he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last 3 years. But when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Offensive rebound. McCollum kicks to Williamson. Shoots over Vucevic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Great recognition of the defense. Zion took what the offense gave him and knocked it down.
From the top of the key, and DeRozan with the basket on the assist by LaVine.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Ball. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well-trained in blocking out distractions. Ball doesn't let a little contact affect the shot.
Williamson against Williams. And Williamson gets it to go. Williamson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Valanciunas. And it's Vucevic missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Down low. Here's Williamson. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
LaVine for 3, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 8. And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Continuing to extend his range, Brandon Ingram shows tremendous confidence now, shooting from any spot on the floor.
Here's Vucevic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
And stolen by Williams. DeRozan in the corner. To the middle. Williams gets the bucket.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
Cullen passes to Jones. Again, New Orleans turns it over. Chicago making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Patrick Williams. And it's Dragic in for ball. Chicago trailing here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And DeRozan kicks to Dragic. To the inside, Drummond, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Beautiful concentration by Drummond. Takes the hit, drops it in. We'll try to add one more at the line.
And the Pelicans making a change. Murphy's checked in.
First team foul. At the line for Chicago.
Free throw, no good for Drummond.
Multi-time All-Star Andre Drummond is still very young and continues to polish his craft.
Here's Williamson, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for one.
That free throw good from Williamson.
Man, Zion Williamson is different. A big man who possesses incredible explosiveness and power.
And Vucevic throws it down.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Some great action here early as we have the first quarter. Clark at a time. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
The Pelicans, 17. Here they come, fans. Turn your attention to the clock.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. Ingram is out there with McCollum, and it's Murphy in at the 3 spot. Here's LaVine. Pelicans with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And Smitty, in that 21-22 season, DeMar DeRozan proved to be one of the top closers in our game.
You're totally right, GA. He led the NBA in fourth quarter points and finished second in clutch scoring. He embraced the challenge and thrived playing the role of the hero.
Connects from 3-point range.
Excellent poise from C.J. McCollum. What shot clock? C.J. doesn't see it.
Outside Dragic. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
Cullen passes to Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Williamson's got 13.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Vucevic kicks to LaVine. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 3. Into the lane. He dishes it to Ingram. Williamson in the post. Vucevic on him. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know, coming into the game, Zion's going to be physical. He's also going to absorb some punishment.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Green comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Alex Caruso in for Goran Dragic.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Passes it to Williamson. Williamson double team. Ingram finds Williamson over Green. And it's Williamson missing. Bulls trail by 4.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Alvarado passes to Williamson. Williamson double team. Poke loose. And here's DeRozan. Pass to Caruso. Outside LaVine. It's Vucevic, top of the key. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Instinctual pass by Zach LaVine. Doesn't hesitate to feed the wide open man.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And Vucevic kicks to LaVine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's DeRozan missing. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Williamson against Green. And Williamson gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Pelican lead.
I love how efficient Zion is. Dependable at picking smart shots to take.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Ingram, the pass to Alvarado. Kicks it to Jones. Here's Ingram. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Ingram's got 8 points.
This is just a case of Brandon Ingram getting stronger and more able to play through contact.
LaVine for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. This is to Williamson. And the shot is good. Williamson's got 22.
The explosiveness gets Zion through the contact. Defender didn't stand a chance.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to a single point after the basket from DeMar DeRozan.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Brandon Ingram.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. And of everything he's doing.
The Pelicans.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And that
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Ball and LaVine are the guard set. DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Williamson in the post. He's guarded by Williams. And that one's good, Williamson. As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watch today?
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacing. And you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of a game, you knock down 3 or 4 in a row, the game is over.
and not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
You see how advanced Zion is as a ball handler. That's guard-like stuff right there.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. To the paint, here's Williams, and he converts the layup. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
McCollum dishes to Jones. 6 to shoot. Valanciunas finds Ingram. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Nice work understanding the shot clock situation. The poise Ingram plays with is what allows him to drain it.
Smitty taking a look at Brandon Ingram. He is a very difficult matchup.
He is, Kevin. He scores in bunches, works well as a facilitator, and is capable of serving as a lead ball handler. Plus, with his length and skill set, he can play 1 through 4.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
And Williamson gets it to go.
With the body to carve out space, Zion Williamson goes to work and gets it done.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
This Pelicans team is interesting because they haven't been fully healthy. If they can keep everyone healthy, they can be a force.
Chicago making some changes. Andre Drummond comes in for Vucevic, and it's White in for Zach LaVine. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Out to White, beyond the arc. Pelicans with the rebound. Health is at the top of the list, you're right. And about the Pelicans, Smitty, they've had some bad luck in recent years regarding injuries, haven't they?
Yes, starting with Zion, Kevin, out most of last year, it really hurt them. But they got a lot of leadership on this team. If they can pull it all together, they'll be fine.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Hayes comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Nance in for Jones. Bulls trail by 10. Outside DeRozan. He's looking for Drummond and finds him up high to stuff the alley-oop.
As good as Drummond is, he still has much more room to grow, especially as a scorer.
Inside, and the dunk by Williamson.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. Outside, White. Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by McCollum. Pelicans leading by 10. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Nance outside. Shoots the three. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Next level strength and athleticism. Zion making his presence felt on the offensive glass.
Ball, the pass to White. Nance against Drummond. Over Nance. And it's Drummond missing. New Orleans has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Williamson kicks to Nance. Williamson against White. Zion Williamson again. Williamson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's DeRozan. Drummond trying to get himself free. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 8 points.
I love this effort by DeMar. Attacking all the way.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Javonte Green, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dosunmu comes in for Ball. New Orleans also making some changes. Daniels, he's checked in for Ingram. And Devontae Graham subbed in for McCollum.
Terrific play in the paint by Kobe White. Uses his athleticism to find a shot.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Bulls trail by 12. Now here's Dosunmu. He kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. Over Nance. Here's Drummond. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. 8 points for him.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for New Orleans. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Jackson Hayes. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Jones is out there with Devontae Green. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position.
That's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
New Orleans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Rockets the pass to LaVine. Passes it to Vucevic. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans leading by 13. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Green. Here's Dosunmu. Pass to LaVine. High post Vucevic. Valanciunas is there, and the basket is good. 8 points for Vucevic.
Can't really fault the defense. Vooch is terrific at keeping his composure.
The pass to Alvarado. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Lets it go with a 3. Pelicans keep it alive. Now Daniels, well-placed jumper from the free throw line. So it's Chicago now, trailing by 13. LaVine kicks to Dragic. Back to LaVine. There's the dish to Vucevic. And here is Dosunmu. Knocked loose. And now the Pelicans on the break. In transition, here come the Bulls. Dragic has got the ball. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Here's LaVine, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
The length helps Zach in a number of areas. Right there, you see the offensive board.
And now here comes Jones leading the break. Here's Valanciunas, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Valanciunas has got his first bucket of the night. LaVine wide open. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Alvarado passes to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Jones. 5 to shoot. Here's Alvarado. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Valanciunas. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Pelicans lead by 15. Chicago calls timeout.
How about the job Billy Donovan has done under 500 in his first season, but took the Bulls to the playoffs in his second year at the helm.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. We're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there.
At the line for Chicago.
All right, thank you, David.
DeRozan.
And he makes the first. Lots of pieces have been added to this Bulls roster. For Donovan, you were just talking about him, to work with, coach, and lead. He has done a good job.
They have a great mix, Kevin, of veteran leadership and young talent. Donovan has been able to mix and match to keep guys fresh. It worked well for him in the playoffs last year. Just couldn't find an answer for Giannis and the Bucks.
Fires the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Valanciunas. Down low. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Passes to DeRozan. The shot. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Watching DeRozan tonight, you're reminded of how good, how resourceful a scorer he can be.
Jones kicks to Ingram. Pass to Valanciunas. Just 4 to shoot. 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got it back down to single digits for the Bulls.
Well, you have to respect the drive from DeRozan, so he usually has enough space to knock down the jump shot.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
That one good for 2.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Jones finds McCollum.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. 9-point game. Back to Jones. Here's Williamson. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Feeds it to Ingram. And here's McCollum for 3. Off on that one. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.